think my mic was off. Anyway, what I was saying is I'm just going to be portioning some chicken, and I'm going to be talking about a couple things. You know, that's pretty much it. Maybe why, what got me into cooking specifically. I marinated this chicken in some mirin and soy sauce. It's a karaage chicken. Basically a Japanese fried chicken. Good stuff. But it's a pretty quiet day. I just changed my schedule, so maybe a little bit of time before people get adjusted to it. Dudettes, it's hard. This industry is not easy. If you're thinking about opening up a restaurant or even a food trailer, just know that right now, especially what's happening with the economy, it is very difficult. And I would consider myself to be pretty knowledgeable about food costs and percentages and all the hoopla that comes with running a business. Luckily, I got a partner who can really help out with that stuff too, because I'm not perfect at it, and there's a lot of things that I don't know. So, but it's hard, and feels like it's not getting any easier. You would think that there would be something available for restaurants, but you know, started my business too late. I couldn't get any of that government stimulus because of COVID. Oh, I don't know if I could say that right. That one virus. Oops. I guess I should. I don't know all the policies on what I can and can't say. I guess I'll just call it the unnamed virus, even though it does have a name. That one virus. I'll just say that. It's not like I'm making any money off of these videos anyway. So, but there may be an audience for it. I don't know. A lot of people are doing it these days. I'm kind of just hopping on the bandwagon because it's something to do, you know. Sometimes it's also good just to like talk, right? Just to talk about what's going on in the moment, you know. I think like having a therapist is also good, but like talking to yourself out loud, even though most people probably think you're crazy, but now I can do it with a purpose. I'm not just doing it because I need to. I'm doing it because I have a goal. I'm trying to get there. And maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. I don't expect to ever make any money on YouTube or really anywhere like online. I think people that go into it thinking that it's gonna, you know, make them a millionaire from becoming a, you know, what is an influencer or something like that. I just like having fun. I have a weird idea. I'll put it on camera. I'll make a video about it. But down the road, you know. Oops. Looks like I got a customer. Hey there, how's it going? I'm going to fire noodles.
I can't.
Oh, yeah. Is Custom Fire Noodle with pork belly, low spice? You still want that one, or you want to change it up?
Yeah, same one. And
Spring roll? Do you want shrimp with that spring roll?
Not now.
Okay. All right. So, and you still want the Mountain Dew, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And name for the order, please.
Oh.
All right. $36.89 today. And this is to go, yes?
Yeah.
It's going to ask a question about a tip. Cool. I'll have that right up for you, okay? So, yeah, I want to make a noodle now and a spring roll. I don't feel like really moving the camera, so you guys are just going to have to listen to me while I do it. So I use woks. I don't know if you can even hear it with the mic, but it's got that high BTU flame, carbon steel, good stuff. I've been using these woks for about a year, a little bit over a year, and they are very well seasoned. They're also like the hand hammered ones too, so good stuff. All right, so I got a cruststone, pork belly, low spice. Let me see if I can move this. All right, over there. That's where I want to be hanging out. So a lot of people want to ask me. They probably never do. Probably because it's a little bit of profiling. But like, why is this white boy cooking Asian food, fusion food? I'm like, well, I like the flavors. I like to eat it myself. That's really the only reason. I feel like I'm relatively good at it. Some of that broccoli got a little bit too char for my liking. These woks are super hot today. It's probably because it's like 90 degrees in this trailer. I actually started working when I was 14 years old in the kitchen. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, you know. I mean, who does at 14? But some people seem to have a pretty good head on their shoulders when it comes to like career path and what you're gonna do. And I think I was one of those people, because once I started working in kitchens, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So, but the kitchen I worked in was at a Zen center, like a retreat center. You know, people get tired of the hustle and bustle. They work in the city and they just want to leave the city, go into the mountains. They got these pretty cool retreat centers where you can go and, you know, pay a certain amount of money, get a nice little private cabin, do meditations, get your mind off things. You know, it's kind of like going on vacation, but you have it more curated. And there's usually like a Buddhist monk there, or, you know, someone who's teaching. Most of the time it's Buddhism. Let's see. And they're just they just go into a room and meditate. And then there's a kitchen. And the kitchen I worked in, it was completely vegetarian. The main protein was tofu and tempeh. And that's what I learned. At least the foundational skills, you know. I was still pretty green. But the chef there, very respectable guy. He taught me a lot. And I absorbed all that information. And it's one of the main reasons why I like Asian food so much right now, is because we had a primarily Asian menu there. A lot of the stuff we prepared was picked directly from the garden. Oh man, we had a barbecue tofu there that was so good. I wish I remembered the recipe, but it was a long time ago, so I don't. Okay. Got that ready to go. I'm going to make his spring rolls. I make my spring rolls fresh here. I don't buy much frozen. You know, some things you kind of have to. Brioche buns. I don't really got a time to wake up at 4 in the morning and make a batch of burger buns, but maybe someday I will. Let's see, what else do I buy in? There's a couple other things. Buying the buns. I buy in, well, the baguettes, so pretty much bread. And see me rushing by the camera. I got to go back and forth in this kitchen. It's a small kitchen, but man, I got it set up to a point where I feel like I'm walking 100 miles a day. Probably my own fault, right? So, what was I saying? Oh man, I completely lost my train of thought. God, yeah. That's hilarious. All right, so my spring rolls, I get like the butter leaf lettuce. Get some thinly sliced cucumber, English cucumber. Got to put some mint in there. Just some regular spearmint. Of course, we have the vermicelli noodles, or the bean glass noodles. People call them different things. Vermicelli is just a really thin, skinny noodle. It can be made out of a lot of different stuff. And then my As-Avocado, which you guys can't see on the camera right now, but I put a very nice chunk of avocado on my spring rolls. Okay. Even after doing these for so long, I still kind of struggle with wrapping them up. Just like a little mini burrito. Got to make sure the ends are pulled in nice and tight. And then, you know, creating that uniformity. Is that even a word? Uniformity? I don't think that's a word. And you guys are going to see my high school education at its finest. I believe I'm still at like a 6th grade reading level. So don't make fun of me too much if I can't figure out if a word is actually in the dictionary or not. You know, so I may make up a word every once in a while. Okay. Oops. Spring rolls are done. Noodles are done. I just got to put it in the box. Put a little bit of water in the peanut sauce. So, anyway, this is my first live stream. It's probably pretty boring to most people, but I'll tell you right now, I'm having fun. I love what I do. Putting some toppings on top of the crustone. Lime. I'll do this every once in a while, right? Ideally, whenever I'm busy, which isn't every single day, all day long. There's moments in time where I'm feeling a little bit. Okay. A little bit of soy sauce. And what was the last thing? Oh yeah. You wanted a Mountain Dew. Get a cup of ice. Order for Dom. There you go. Yeah, have a great day. All right. Oh. So back to portioning chicken. Yeah, looks like no one's here, huh? I'll go for a little bit longer. Portion my chicken at 4.5 ounces. It's usually served as a side option or like a topping for the noodles. So 4.5 seems like a pretty small portion, but I guarantee you that it adds on to 16 or like a 1 pound noodle, and then that's like almost a pound and a third, and then all the toppings. It's a lot of food. Most people have leftovers, and I'm not like super particular, right? If it goes over a little bit, I'm not gonna be like, well, I gotta get my half of a penny's worth of chicken. So, yeah. Let me put some gloves on. I want to have an employee coming here pretty soon. So I'll probably end up turning off this stream when she gets here. She said she's okay with it if I stream, but I also, you know, I don't want to put someone in a position where they feel any discomfort at all at work, right? Because work is not supposed to be stressful, is it? I don't think so. Discomfort at work? Nah. Everyone always is having the best time of their life when they go to work, right? Not just a means to an end. Is that just me? No. Even though I love what I do, there are some days that weigh me down, I'll tell you that. But this industry is awesome. Full of amazing, generous, talented, badass people. People who literally start at the ground floor, washing dishes, scrubbing behind fryers with toothbrushes. You can go to school, yes, and a lot of people do. I went to school, but I didn't go to school right away after high school. I worked in the industry for a while, and I'm not going to tell you what to do, but man, you got to get a feel for it first. Work in a kitchen, at least for 1 year before you go to school. You know, work under someone who you think is going to treat you right. Work under a hard-ass chef for a while. You may hate it while you're doing it, but after you leave and go to the next thing, you're going to be learning so much from that experience. You're going to be learning how to deal with difficult people. One, you're going to be learning how to manage your emotions. These are all life skills that school is not going to be able to teach you. You're gonna learn how to, discipline yourself, adhere to a schedule, become part of a team. If you didn't play sports in school, right, and you maybe felt left out of being part of something bigger, being competitive, work in a kitchen. You will get all of that and more. 10-hour, 15-hour shifts, but at the end, everyone is just so happy to sit down. If you don't drink or smoke, that's fine. You can just sit at the bar, have a Coca-Cola, talk about the day. One of my favorite things is working with other people that have been in the industry for a long time. Horror stories, victory stories. Some pretty scary stuff happens in the kitchen. Extreme heat, sharp blades, people rushing around you. It's all good stuff. You learn a lot. And you know what? If you haven't worked in the industry, service industry, not just in kitchens, but customer service, and you're not sure what you want to do, I think everyone should start out in the service industry. At whatever age, So you've been working as an accountant for 30 years and you're like, God, I can't handle this anymore. There's too many numbers. And I just want to go and kick back and smash some burgers and drop some onion rings in a fryer. You can do that. Entry-level positions, they're all over the place. And I do think that eventually this industry will probably have a lot of AI influence, but it's not for a while. So, anyway, I'm just going to keep portioning this chicken, but thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead. But like I said, I'm just having some fun. So you do you. Thanks a lot. Let me take off my chicken gloves. What the heck? Oh man, this is sad.